Hey, welcome back, or for some of you, you probably haven't been back, but in 2 words, I'll essentially describe myself. I escape prisons. That's not 2 words. Moving on, this is the average composter machine right here, and is actually the one used in Gaia's vault, and conveniently, it's not that good, in my opinion, right? It's the average composter machine. It works, right? Well, as long as you have a wall here, but other than that, it's not bad, right? But it's just the only design that people have discovered so far. But I added on to a little bit over here, just made it a bit improved, so you use half the melons. That way you can use a note block for the entering and a melon for the exiting. But it's still a pretty inconvenient design because you do use melons, but if you want to make it a lot easier, then you can actually do this, where you make a enchantment table. It doesn't have to be an enchantment table, but it could be like a slab or anything like that. Put it here, and then get a powered rail and a minecart on that, or probably facing this direction. I would do it a little bit easier, and then you can, of course, put your flower pot underneath. It's a little random, but it's a little less than a slab, creating the best view of the composter area or whatever. So next, take your piston and put solid blocks over here so it doesn't move the minecart. Push a block, or the composter, on top of this. You won't normally be able to place it here because I'm right-clicking and you won't be able to place. But using a one-tick piston, sticky piston, or a piston, you can push that across. And once it's in full, you can essentially, I'll put a note block on the other side. You can right-click it, or I put a block on top of it, forgot that. And you can see straight through. I'm not able to see the note block actually because it's part of the wall, but any visitors or players, you are able to see X-ray completely right through, just like this. And it's a lot easier, and you might not be able to see straight down, but then again, it is a lot more conservative, I might say. I can't really find too much of a word to describe it, but it doesn't use any melons. It's more sustainable. And of course, it's a lot easier. You just right-click it, and you can shift right out of it pretty easily. And you can go back on top of the enchantment table if you do this. And I'll have to do the corners as well, because you can go in corners. And boom, and you're back out on top of the enchantment table. This could be used easily in a guard area. You can just walk by, and then boom. But moving on from composter machines, so to begin, I'm probably going to press F3G and just find chunks. This chunk, I'm going to make the wither wall. So wither walls are essentially, I'm pretty sure everyone knows, right? It's just like a wall that's meant to prevent withers. So on Gaia's vault, they have a wall that looks similar to this, where they have, I believe, like these little pockets of lava and water. So let's just get orange wool. And it's just like this, or something like this at least. I'm not too sure. I'm not a big fan of the wither wall, but it does get its job done because it's not, people haven't really known too much about wither walls before, whenever this was made. But we do have a bit of a design now, which essentially uses boats. It's pretty strange, but you will, to make it more secure, you will get obsidian, which you'll create from lava and water. You don't need any levers or pistons, so you'll just get water. Crying obsidian is probably going to be used for the outside, so I'm just going to do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'll actually make this go like this. It's going to be uneven, so unfortunate for people that are easily affected. Like, yeah, God. Anyway, in our newest design, we put boats here like this. I know boats are really weird again, but it works, okay? I'm going to put some water there at least. Push them across. Should be good. Fill the nice area. Also do this. That's the most inconvenient way I could possibly have done that. Get a bucket, because I don't want to right-click these boats or place any blocks, because that would just make it inconvenient. There we go. And now from here, I'll simply go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Fill this in with lava. And then, of course, you can layer this any way you really want to. I seem to have messed up a boat here. Let's see. Yeah, this boat on this side. It'll be fine. I'm sure I can just, Oh, that's not what I wanted. Oh, God. Ready? Watch this. Boom. Alright, so with world edit you can actually wand stack to -E, which I actually didn't know existed. //stack 10 up -E. And this is all filled in with boats, so we will see how effective it is against withers. And I'm not a big fan of wither cannons. I mean, their escapes they work perfectly fine. I just find them a little too complicated. I'm not gonna understand anything in them. So instead, I'm just gonna use wither fisting, which is like putting a wither through the wall. Essentially, in my opinion, just as effective. It's just wither, and then you push it through the wall. I'm in creative mode, so it's a lot easier. Keep in mind the wither will be attacking you. And you can see it's not impossible to get the wither through, but it's much, much more difficult. And I kind of messed up the base of this because I lost a boat and they weren't pushed back as far as they could have gone. But you can see the wither's like trapped here and can't actually get through the wall until the boats are gone, and now it can get through. I just put that wither out of its withery. Anyways, this wall is not as effective as it could be. You could easily make a cobblestone generator that pushes it up and then replace it all to ancient debris, and then put boats inside, because I have tried this with a cobblestone generator going up. I'm not that good at cobblestone generators going up. I'm more into the horizontal ones that are meant to prevent withers. But I am building something for a video. I'm not going to show you exactly what it is, but I will show you the layout I'm using for the walls. The only problem I can see with these boats is they lag your game a ton. These are really laggy if I stack these in mass quantities. But if I quickly log on to Def's test server, I'll show you what I've been making for the core of my project. Kind of a lot to explain while I'm rendering in this massive cobblestone generator tower, which is what I'm actually using for mine. The only problem is if I just, wait a minute, I should probably fill this and fix the redstone because it's all frozen. It's working! Alright, so this should work now. Anything broken, regenerated. Anyone trying to break in, it's just fixed, okay? It's just fixed. You don't stand a chance. This thing is literally just gonna abolish your dreams, okay? Well, that was pretty slow. This is tall around the entire thing, and you might be wondering, what do I actually do for the corners? Well, for the corners, it's a bit of a different story, because I'll have to make it... I can't make this thing in a corner, because it's obviously in a straight line, so no cobble gens, but I do have a different idea for it. Our world is so messy. What? So this is the design. I haven't found the actual version of it that hasn't been destroyed, but it's layers of grindstones and water on each side, which allows the wither to travel up. Even if they do sponge up this column here, you can actually go through. If I do this right now, I'll show you what I mean. You can go through the bubble column, even if you're not in it, by just going forward. See, grindstones aren't full blocks, so abusing this, withers will obviously get dragged up even if they're not in the block. So using this, you're able to make essentially wither-resistant corners. I'm not going to say proof, I'm just going to use resistant, because I highly doubt withers aren't able to get through this. But guards are able to set their stasis into these little chambers here, teleporting them anytime anyone is breaking in with withers, obviously stopping them from breaking in, which is a bit of a lazy way out, but if it's done correctly, I guess you could say that you can get through this wall. Another one of the masterpieces created in our world. Also, full credit to this design does go to Def Creeper, because he did make this clock and make it all work, because currently it does not work until put that redstone down, and you can see it works fine, all of this regenerates, right? Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have enjoyed, then why are you still watching? Leave